No payment, I don't gotta answer questions, right. And I don't need you to okay it. Yeah. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. They can't take it to 10. Hey.
All right, Coach, we welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the New York Giants. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready? 15 on it. 15 on it. 50. Me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
They'll run with a former Super Bowl hero. It's James White. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Switch up. Switch up.
On play action, it's Murray. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Mike Hughes came crashing in that time, got the sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Murray with a 3rd and long. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. First down, here's White. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
That's how we do, D. That's how we do.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Right here, right here.
The football, it's loose, and the Giants have it. It's picked up, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations, big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Watch the pass 85, pass 85. Alert! Check 50, check 50. Check, lucky.
Now a first-time 1,000-yard rusher from a season ago, it's Derrick Henry. Pretty nice, aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Someone's looking fresh, and this O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain, too.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now Allen. Jones has it over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, first down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a game in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
That's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
They'll run with a former Viking, Jerick McKinnon, and he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Jerick McKinnon, his third touchdown now on the year, and they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Here we go. At their own 24-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
The pickup is 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Play action. Now it's Murray. For the left side, it's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
Here we go. Here we go. Touchdown. 54. Pick me up. Here we go.
They'll run on first down. White, and he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Ready. Now the wolf. Check. 53. Mike. 3 bucks.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Murray. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Check 53. Check pass. Mike, 53. 53. Mike. Watch the run.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 34-yard line. Nice pass that time by the #1 pick, Kyler Murray. Also drafted 9th in the Major League Baseball draft. He's the only person ever to be taken top 10 in both sports. Go back to his Allen High School days in Texas. He was 42-0 as a starting quarterback. Freshman year, he was at Texas A&M. Then the transfer to Oklahoma, sat behind Baker Mayfield. Then his opportunity came last year. Boy, did he make the most of it. Won the Heisman Trophy and led the Sooners to the college football playoff. Murray's pass complete to Butler. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
The Cardinals into the red zone for the first time. 1st and 10 right at the 20. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
From the 17, Murray. To the left side and complete for Julian Edelman. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's third down.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Flushed out right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Calais Campbell able to record his 5th sack of the season. The kick by Elliott is good. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Here I come again. Here I go.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 25-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 6-3 is our score after 1. It's the NFL on EA Sports. Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Allen. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. It's a jet sweep. They get it to Green. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And down to the 19-yard line. Great gains back-to-back. Last time over 30 yards, better than 20 here.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss. But with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. To throw, it's Allen. And that will be incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Remember with Rosas, there was some speculation last year in the preseason that he might not hold on to his job with the Giants.
But he certainly answered the challenge, didn't he? 32 of 33 during the regular season, 97% that is, and was named to the NFC Pro Bowl team. And by the way, at 6'3", 234, he can bench press your kicker.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point seeding.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
56.
Second down, Murray sets to throw. And he lets go a laser pulled in by Edelman. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 39. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Now a pass here caught by Edelman. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Running out of the gun with White. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. He hits White, complete. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kyler Murray, touchdown number 15 on the year, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. And maybe that was just a case of completely overlooking the guy holding the football.
It certainly felt like it, didn't it? Because on my checklist, okay, as a defender,
QB's last.
Running back, fullback, heck, jet sweeps nowadays. Before you even get to thinking about the quarterback might actually keep it.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal.
It got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 47. Derrick Henry. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On 3rd and long, it's Allen. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 16. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Well, here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one goes for 24 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They run on 1st down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. To throw on 2nd and 6. Murray on the left side, a catch by White. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On 1st down, it's White. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Giants' 44-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Murray. Right side complete to Butler. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
First down, Murray. Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Hakeem Butler there, but it's going to be 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Hey, Delta!
A final shot before half for Allen. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So that PI call will give him one more play.
And it'll be an untimed play as well. Now the half will end after this one, unless there's another defensive penalty.
And Rosas puts this one through. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a one-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Allen going to throw. He finds McKinnon, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Allen. And Jones has it over the middle. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 40. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 right at the 40. First carry now for the backup, LaShawn McCoy. On the tackle that time, Bruce Irvin.
56.
On play action, Allen. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. That's sacked by the DN, Danico Autry. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Oh, boy, partner, did that just happen? I've got my hand over my eyes right now because, like him, it's going to haunt my dreams, too. He was wide open. How did he overthrow him there?
Defensively, just very lucky. You know that they got away with one there. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Let's go now.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throw left side complete. It's Goodwin. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 40-yard line.
Here we go. Let's go. Set. 18 data. 53. Mike 53. Watch the run. Watch the run.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. Tackle made there by Robert Alford.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd.
Mike 53. 53. Mike.
3rd and 2, and here's Murray. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 38-yard line.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position, everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner. With good timing, you get a completion as we just saw there.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Here's White. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they can actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Don't get nervous.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Here's Brett Kern now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Play action. Now it's Allen. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was looking for Julio Jones, his Pro Bowl receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. And he fires one that's intercepted. Darren Lee picks it. So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Ready. 15 on it. 56. I'm scared.
They'll run on first down. White. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They'll run with White. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
Here we go.
You know they'd love nothing more than to get a 3-and-out here after having the interception.
And it also tells you a little bit about how they feel about their leader, right? Their quarterback throws an interception in the previous series. They're trying to help him out here with a big stand.
To throw, it's Murray. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Marquise Goodwin, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cards use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Elliott good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Giants with possession of the football but needing points as we start quarter number 4.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
And instead, they want to throw it off play action. Looking deep for Julio. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays, fire another one into the end zone.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. The Defensive Player of the Year, Aaron Donald. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
All day, every day, any day.
49, check 49, check 49.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Here's Allen to throw it. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 18. And they'll be inside the red zone with a ball at the 16-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Second down, Murray sets to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Now Murray. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And that hits off the left upright, and it caroms away, no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So what a let-off there. You figure that was an easy 3 points. Instead, it turns into nothing.
And from that close of range, if you start it left, your goose is cooked. And this thing, well, it never had a chance to straighten itself out.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Allen throwing again. Looking downfield for Jones. He's got a man complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big play there for the Giants. 48 yards. Eluding the pressure right. His throw caught right around the 6. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Demetrius Harris, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter.
I can't believe they even let you play.
Pass 85, we go.
And again, it's Allen. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. And the failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
53 to Mike. 53. Check 53.
Murray with a 3rd and long. Goodwin able to haul it in. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Murray going to throw. Wide open, Julian Edelman. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
First down, Arizona.
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this potential touchdown.
Murray's pass complete to Hakeem Butler. Touchdown, Arizona.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Important extra point up and through. And it might seal the deal as that makes it a 2-score game here with not a lot of time remaining. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Mike 5. I'm coming.
Back to throw. Allen. He's going to let it fly. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Giants. Will Fuller, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. They get one more as the extra point's up and good, and the lead is down to 2. And the Cardinals' hands team able to secure the football. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Murray now. Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. And he's got this down to the 35. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13. Well, not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On first down, it's White. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
Brought down back at the 38-yard line.
Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13.
Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. Wide, get wide. Check 37, check 37. Looks off.
Back to throw, Murray. Buying time to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Over the middle, Julian Edelman, it's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Down to a knee. Here's the Cardinals look to let the clock roll.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 26-yard line.
Down to a knee. Here's the Cardinals look to let the clock roll.
A loss of a yard on the play. And it's down.
So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And this not always an easy proposition, Charles. You had a West Coast team that traveled east, but they got the job done.
And there's so much that goes into it because your body time